This is a very short video to address and expand a little bit on a rumor that has been going on in the fairly small Leaf YouTube community. This is about Robert Llewellyn's Nissan Leaf. On a recent Fully Charged podcast, he was talking in very secretive language about his Nissan Leaf getting a 40 kilowatt hour battery upgrade. And as most people know, he has an old Leaf, so getting an upgrade, well, people immediately thought about Maxan. And no, we are not performing the battery upgrade. New Electric in Amsterdam is doing this. And they are using Simon André's battery upgrade kit. He's from Véhicule Électrique, if I say that correctly, in Canada. And he's selling $1,000 battery upgrade kits where you can fit 40 kilowatt hour batteries into older Leafs. Now, of course, we do that too. In fact, we have two 40 kilowatt hour batteries waiting for their new owners. And those will be our 6th and 7th 40 kilowatt hour battery install. Of course, I have mixed feelings about New Electric stealing our thunder a little bit. But on the other hand, honestly, I have some reservations about marketing and advertising, and I have some reservations about fully charged as an institution. That doesn't mean I don't like them. It's something I will go into in much more detail at a later time, surely. So far, we have survived on word of mouth, and even to the point that many people have been commenting on Fully Charged. Hey, are you going to Maxan? Hey, this sounds like an upgrade by Maxan. Yeah. Thank you very much for providing that word of mouth. But of course, we will have competition, and we have competition. We are kind of making our own competition at the moment with companies like Dallas EV Repair, which we are providing stuff for to do their own battery upgrades and that kind of stuff. And of course, that is not something we just provide. We work together with people in the Leaf community to improve the Nissan Leaf, to make it better, to upgrade it, because our mission isn't to do a battery swap. Our mission isn't to extend the range of old cars. Our mission is to upgrade these cars so that they stay on the road, because the biggest single environmental impact of a car is making it, especially battery electric vehicles. And the only way to actually make them somewhat green, and even that is a little bit debatable, is to extend their lifetime far beyond what normal car lifespans are. These cars have to stay on the road until 2035, 2040. So they will have to, of course, in 2030, people are not going to accept a battery capacity for 24 kilowatts. They're not going to accept 50 kilowatt fast charging. They're not going to accept 3.3 kilowatts AC charging. So all these things, they need to be upgraded, and they don't just need to be upgraded. The Nissan Leaf, also Renault Zoe, e-Golf, all the other cars on the market that are sort of okay-ish right now, but in the future will be relocated to the trash heaps and as a third car or something like that. That's just not what we want. We want to make these cars more sustainable. Now, and this also gets into why we haven't really actively marketed yet to larger media companies like Fully Charged. So, for instance, what New Electric is doing now, upgrading Robert Llewellyn's battery to 40 kilowatt hours. This is a nice upgrade. This is an upgrade that multiple customers of ours choose, but we consider it an inferior upgrade. And this is because the 40 kilowatt hour battery is just not a very good battery. It overheats very quickly. In fact, I have just finished charging. It is 6 degrees outside, and I haven't fast charged this car. I have just charged it with my 3-phase 11 kilowatt charger. And even then, it has heated up, so 5 bars means the battery is at 18 degrees. Just from charging on 11 kilowatts. This is with an extender battery, by the way. This is already with less heat going into the battery. If I wouldn't have an extender battery, this battery would already overheat in summer, just from charging on 11 kilowatts. It is just the internal resistance issue with this battery is a big motivator for us to keep working on extender batteries and just to keep working on different strategies to abate the issues with this battery. So why am I showing you that this battery is heating up? What's the issue? Well, this battery has a high internal resistance inherently, also degrades quite quickly. So over time, this battery will have to be replaced again. This is not a battery for the long term. And contrast this to the batteries we use for the extender battery, which degrade almost not at all. Contrast this with, for instance, COCAM batteries, which have been used in early EV projects and are still going strong, like 10, 12 years later, still having pretty much as new capacity, as new internal resistance. If you truly want to make sustainable mobility, you have to think about the long term. And this battery swap, this battery replacement thing that we offer our customers as well, and that's being done for Robert Llewellyn right now, it is a short-term fix. It is something that will become obsolete in 4 to 6 years. I'm sorry, by the way, to all our customers that are getting this battery. I'm trash talking it. It is still, I mean, it is currently just the only upgrade you can do. You have no choice, but I mean, I'm just telling it as it is. We are definitely aware that this is the start of an EV modding thing. This is not the end yet. And this is not the, we are not selling our ultimate product yet. So, how does this have anything to do with marketing? Well, if we would sell Robert Llewellyn a 40 kilowatt hour upgrade kit, would we actually be selling our best product? I don't think so. I think we'd sell him or give him, I'm not sure how this marketing stuff works. I think he's probably getting it for free, but I probably get him an Ultra Leaf, so an extender battery with the 40 kilowatt hour battery, so he gets the full experience and doesn't have rapid gate and all that kind of stuff. I probably sell him a 3-phase charger because that is quite transformative. Even if there's no DC fast charges available, you're able to charge in the time it takes you to run around a shopping mall, instead of the 3 kilowatt charger, which is basically useless because it takes, especially with the Ultra Leaf, it just takes an overnight charge to do anything, and often it's not even fully charged after a night of charging. So we'd sell him CCS fast charging or a CHAdeMO fast charging upgrade to 100 kilowatts, something like that. And so, yeah, we are not necessarily ideologically opposed to marketing, but we do have kind of a bit of friction to make sure that we're not using marketing speak to the point of lying and that kind of stuff. We want to keep it real. And secondly, we just want to showcase our best possible products that also align very well with our mission and our ideas for the long term in EVs, and not just, I mean, the 40 kilowatt hour swap, again, it is nice. It is a good range boost for these old cars, and there's not a lot of space in the trunk anyway. Putting a battery in there just ruins the usability of the car for a lot of people. So we completely understand people not going for an extender battery and going for the 40 kilowatt hour. But it just doesn't transform the car as much as the extender battery does. And the same goes for I mean, the charger in here, the 3 kilowatt chargers, they are just completely unusable. Sure, overnight charging, it's all fine if you don't use the car a lot. But if you go for a larger battery, the 3 kilowatt charging just quickly becomes inadequate. So 3-phase charging, again, is something we would consider giving to a media outlet like that. CCS, ISO 15118 compatibility, all those things. Those are real transformative things. Those are things that will upgrade these cars to be able to be used for another decade. Just a range increase doesn't upgrade this car enough to warrant its use far into the future. So yeah, that's our mission. That is our ideas about marketing. And no, we are not the ones doing the upgrade for Robert Llewellyn. We're a little bit miffed about that, but we're also okay with it right now. We're not looking for marketing. I should also probably mention our waiting list is gigantic, so we shouldn't market because we're just going to turn down people and disappoint them. So that's it for this short video, which has become very long. I will see you after my holiday.